Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I am parting out another set. I am parting out a dozen of these. 40198, this is the LEGO Ludo Game. Now this set's kind of exciting because it comes with a lot of cool, interesting, I guess, pieces. They're not necessarily pieces, I mean they are, I guess plates are pieces. But it comes with 4 large 16 by 16 plates that are different colors. Again, we have 12 of these sets, so we'll have 12 of each of those. And then it also comes with one 32 by 32 base plate. And those sell really well as well, so we'll have 12 of those. Now, this set comes with 16 minifigs, which is exciting in a way, and they sell for a couple bucks each, so you know, it's okay. But that means there's 192 minifigs in all of these, so I'm going to spend the entire day probably assembling minifigs after these are all parted out. But we got these for $27, I think, $28, maybe it's $27.99, I think, on Lego.com. They were 30% off, and then on top of that, I used a lot of VIP points from, was it March or April when they had the 2 times VIP. So we got a ton of these, and they ended up being about $24 each after all the VIP points were factored in and stuff. So they do part out for just about 3 times the price of the $24. Let's get to parting out. Go. Everything is all opened now. Pretty much every instruction, I mean not every single instruction, but I'd say 8 out of those 12 are folded, which is great, so hopefully those will flatten out. Not that we really sell a ton of instructions. And then this comes in 5 different bags. It has these this first one, which is kind of black pieces, second, which is kind of blue, third, which is kind of green, fourth, which I'd say is yellowish, kind of brighter colors, and the 5th one, which is red. And of course, like I said, it comes with 12 of these dark bluish gray base plates, 32 by 32, and then 12 each of these colors of 16 by 16 plate. And I think these are going to sell well, I would imagine, because it's what builders use for, I think it's called Mills plate, I think. If not, I'll correct it on the screen, but it's MILS plate, I think. And it stands for like modular interlocking Lego system or something along those lines. And essentially they use these and they'll make a 32 by 32 thing like that. So it's essentially 1 brick higher, I think, than you know, like a normal base plate on the ground, plus you can build underneath it, unlike a base plate. So yeah, everything's parted out, or separated out now, and I think I'm going to start, well, I'm going to start with bag 1 because it's not really in a bin, but I think it looks like not a ton of these pieces are going to repeat. I think these 2 bags will. I see a 1 by 2 yellow plate there and a 1 by 2 yellow plate there. Maybe some of the red here and the red there, but overall, I don't think there's going to be too much repeating, which is nice. But they are numbered bags, so that doesn't mean that there won't be any repeating. So now let's get out some drawers and start parting out. Now, before I start parting out, I'm actually going to do something with these boxes, because if you stand on these and you shift your weight or anything, these boxes slide along each other really, really easily. And I didn't today, but a while ago, a couple months ago, we had a pile of boxes like this, and I stood on it, and I started to walk or whatever, and as I did this, and I, like, you know, lifted up my next foot to go forward, and I shifted my weight, it just slid out right from underneath me, and I almost died. So, yeah, I would recommend, if you are parting out Lego sets, don't stack them like this. You know, fold them up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape them all together. I'm going to stack them real neatly, and then at least they can't slide along each other, and then, you know, just don't stand on them. That's really it's a good goal. So there we go, nice and taped together, nice and safe. Just keep in mind, before we put this in the recycle bin, you got to take the tape off. The tape isn't technically recyclable, or before you recycle it or do whatever you do with it. But for now, at least, if I put it on the ground and I step on it, it's not really sliding. I'm not going to die. So thumbs up. here we are, just about halfway done. Actually, technically a little over halfway done. There were 5 bags. There are 2 bags over there that are left. And something surprising about this set, which is pretty good actually, is that these pieces and the pieces in these bags, there's a ton of duplicates. So like, for example, these 1x2 light bluish gray plates, or tiles, sorry. There's a ton of those there. And then another thing over here, we got a ton of 1x8 black tiles. And essentially, the nice thing is, I'm not using a significantly like crazy amount of drawers to store everything. So obviously we're a little over halfway done, but this is a nice small amount of drawers for a set that is 400 pieces. What I have done is I'm separating the minifigs by color or by bag they come in. So in this case, I'll have blue, green, and then I think yellow and red are the other two for the other bags. And what I'm going to do is either later I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up what the best way to sell them is, because I'm either going to maybe split them up and part half of them out and sell half of them whole, or, different things like that. I'll do different combinations of certain things, or whether or not maybe it's just best to build them all. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, that's the plan there. So I probably won't list those when I do add all the rest of the pieces into the store. I'll probably just sit all the minifigs aside, and then after everything else is added, I'll do the research to figure out what the best way to sell the minifigs or minifig parts are. So now that we're halfway done, let's continue and finish the other half, which shouldn't take too long. So here we go. Here we are all done parting out all of these pieces here, and this is all of them. And like I said, I think I said, at least I can't even remember anymore, not that many lots for the amount of pieces in this set. So this is, I think there's around 400 pieces in each set, and we had 12 of them, so what, that's a little less than 5,000 pieces that we're adding to our store. But the nice thing is that it's not taking up 100 different drawers. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's taking up. This does not look like 100. I have not counted, so I'm not positive, and I actually haven't looked up the amount of lots yet. Something we do need to figure out is where we're going to store the base plates, the 32 by 32 ones. Obviously, the 16 by 16 plates, those can go in a bin, but the base plates, I'm not quite sure yet. But really nice, like, quantity of, if you need 2 by 2 white plates there, we got a ton of those. Like I said, the 1 by 8 tiles. Also the 1 by 2 tiles, got a lot of those. So there's a good quantity of relatively basic pieces in here. So, nothing fancy that you're only going to need 1 or 2 of. Kind of a few where you're going to want like 12 or more or something of. So with that being said, it is now time for me to go put these in the inventory and start scanning them all in, figure out what I have, what I don't have. Like I said, I did not put the minifigs together, and that is because I'm going to do the research to see if it's better to part them all out, or build some, or really what I need to do is figure out what of each I should do, how much I should build versus how much I should part out. And then these were kind of surprising to me. They're not, sorry about that sun there, we gotta find a shadowed spot. These are not stickers, these are actually printed, which was nice. Which I expected a sticker on those, definitely, but they're printed. I guess it kind of makes sense, actually, because if you lose the sticker, you kind of can't play the game then, I guess, so. Maybe that was a thought when they were coming up with it. I don't know, but most of these are really nice pieces, actually. And for the price we got it for, this is going to have a great part out value. So, yeah, let's get to scanning some barcodes. That is it. So I put all the drawers, I consolidated them together, uploaded the pieces, and now these are the pieces that go back on the wall. This is all the new pieces, the new lots we're adding to our inventory. And then over here are some lots that we have to consolidate. And like I said, I'll have to build the minifigs as well in probably tomorrow, not today, I'm thinking. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching another Part Out Party video. This one I think I'm going to call Game Time, since this is the LEGO Ludo game. So yeah, once again, thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button. If you like the video, click the thumbs up. And with that said, we'll see you guys in the next video.